When we talk about power in the Marvel Universe, two names stand out like titans in a storm: Franklin Richards, the boy who could mold entire realities with a thought, and the one above all, the supreme architect behind every particle of existence. But what if these two colossal forces clashed? What if Franklin Richards dared to stand against the being who embodies the very concept of omnipotence? This is not just a battle of power, it's a battle of purpose, of place in the cosmic hierarchy. It's a what-if scenario that fans whisper about in forums and debates across the internet. Can the son of Mr. Fantastic, a mutant whose imagination gives birth to galaxies, really challenge the very creator of Marvel's multiverse? Today, we dive deep into this hypothetical showdown. We'll explore Franklin's true potential, examine the essence of the one above all, dissect the philosophy of power in the Marvel Universe, and finally ask the ultimate question: can Franklin win? Let's unravel this cosmic clash, one layer at a time. Understanding Franklin Richards' true power? Born to Reed and Sue Richards of the Fantastic Four, Franklin Richards didn't just inherit his father's intelligence, he was born a mutant of unimaginable power. From childhood, he showed signs of reality manipulation, universe creation, and time control. What makes Franklin so extraordinary isn't just the extent of his power, it's the fact that he barely even understands its limits. At a young age, he subconsciously created pocket universes. Imagine that, a child playing God, without fully realizing it. Later, as he matured and trained with cosmic entities like Galactus, his abilities evolved even further. In one alternate future, Franklin becomes the master of all time, standing beside a Galactus who serves him, not the other way around. He's repaired dying universes. He's rewritten laws of nature. He's bent dimensions like paper. Franklin's powers are considered to be beyond Omega level, so much so that even celestials and abstract entities observe him with caution. But here's the catch: Franklin, despite all this power, is still a being of the multiverse, operating within the rules and systems that govern existence. And that distinction will matter deeply when he stands face to face with the next contender. Who is the one above all? If Franklin Richards is a god, then the one above all is the god. Not a cosmic force, not a powerful mutant, not even an abstract embodiment like eternity or infinity. TOAA is the supreme being, the creator of everything, including Franklin, the multiverse, and even the cosmic laws that define power. TOAA doesn't appear often in Marvel Comics. In fact, his appearances are rare and often cryptic. But when he does show up, it's clear he is omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent. Nothing happens in the Marvel Universe without his knowledge, and nothing exists outside his will. He is the reason why the living tribunal exists. He is the one who oversees even the grandest cosmic battles without lifting a finger. He has taken the form of Jack Kirby, the legendary comic artist, and represents the creative force behind the Marvel Universe. In simpler terms, TOAA is above everything, not just in power, but in narrative hierarchy. He is not bound by time, space, dimension, or even logic. He doesn't just control the story, he is the story. So, if Franklin Richards dares to challenge him, he's not just fighting a character. He's standing against the author, the designer, the ultimate source. That's where this battle takes a philosophical turn. Philosophy of power, limits and omnipotence? To understand who would win this battle, we must first understand how power works in Marvel's cosmology. There are levels. At the bottom, you have street-level heroes like Daredevil. Above them are Avengers, mutants, and cosmic heroes. Then come the Omega-level beings like Jean Grey and Magneto, followed by cosmic abstracts like Galactus, Eternity, Death, and so on. Franklin Richards is placed near the top of this hierarchy, a mutant whose powers rival even the Celestials. But he's still a part of it. The one above all, on the other hand, sits outside the hierarchy entirely. There are no levels above him. He has no rivals, no opposing force. His power is infinite by definition, not just in scale, but in concept. Franklin's power has been called godlike, but TOAA's power is God. And here's the paradox: for Franklin to defeat TOAA, TOAA would have to allow it. But if he allows it, did he really lose? And if he doesn't allow it, does Franklin even stand a chance? This is where the idea of omnipotence breaks the rules of traditional battles. Franklin can bend realities, but TOAA created the very concept of reality. Franklin can time travel, but TOAA is above time itself. It's like asking whether a dream can overpower the dreamer. The final showdown: can Franklin win? So, let's imagine it. Franklin Richards, at the peak of his power, stands in front of a blinding white presence, the one above all. Galaxies tremble in Franklin's palm. Stars bend to his will. He raises his hand, determined to prove that even the most powerful mortal can challenge destiny. But TOAA doesn't react. He doesn't raise a hand. He doesn't need to. In a single breathless moment, Franklin realizes the truth. All his power, all his might, all his dreams, they were part of a story. And the one above all is the storyteller. Can Franklin rewrite reality? Yes. Can he reshape time and space? Yes. Can he defeat Galactus, Celestials, or even eternity? Yes. But can he defeat the being who created the pen that writes those victories? The answer is no. This isn't a failure on Franklin's part. In fact, his ability to even stand before TOAA, to dream of challenging him, speaks volumes about his potential. He is perhaps the greatest mortal Marvel has ever created. But the one above all is not just a character. He's the source. He's beyond challenge. Even if Franklin gave everything, mind, body, soul, it wouldn't matter. Because TOAA exists beyond effort, beyond conflict, beyond narrative. So the final verdict is crystal clear. Conclusion: the untouchable supremacy of TOAA? In the most epic matchup imaginable, Franklin Richards versus the one above all, we find the boundary between power and absolute supremacy. Franklin is a creator of worlds. A mutant with divine capabilities. A boy who became a god. He is, without doubt, one of the most powerful characters Marvel has ever introduced. But the one above all? He is beyond character. Beyond conflict. Beyond comparison. He is the alpha and omega of the Marvel cosmos. He is the page Franklin is printed on. So while Franklin's strength is nearly limitless, and his potential unmatched by any mortal being, the ultimate answer is this: no. Franklin Richards cannot win against the one above all. Because to challenge TOAA is to challenge the very fabric of existence, a fabric woven by TOAA himself. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.